Welcome to American Dream TV. My name is Dylan Tent, and I'm here with my friend Adam Cole. We're in my hometown, Northville, Michigan. We've got a cool house here. Northville's known for its Victorian architecture. This home here was modeled after the homes that sit on Mackinac Island. Mackinac Island was a fort back in the day, and now it is a popular tourist destination in northern Michigan, just off of the Mackinac Bridge separating the Lower Peninsula and the Upper Peninsula. So Adam, why don't you tell us a little bit about what got you guys interested in this property?
Yeah, first of all, welcome everybody to 412 Horton Street, what I feel is probably one of the most prestigious lots in Northville. And I'll give a few reasons as to why my belief is that. It's one of the only houses, if not the only, that sits waterfront. And to have that ability of no neighbors in the back, that privacy, no neighbors on the one side, it gives you that country feel with the ability within 3 to 5 minutes to walk right into one of the best downtowns, in my personal opinion, in the state of Michigan.
Yeah, it's really close. This is really a landmark house in Northville. Everybody kind of knows what it is. The architecture, the whole town in the downtown area is known for its Victorian architecture, and this one really kind of takes the cake as far as the most charming, I would say. I love that there is a wraparound porch around the entire property. I think that the fireplace is great, but the water view is just incredible.
I mean, when you really stop and take a look at this backyard as a whole, all the stone, the four-tiered walls, on the other side backyard over there, and with the fire pit. In the evening, my favorite thing to do is come out here and have a nice little cigar and a glass of wine. And after a busy day at work, it puts, regardless of how bad, how stressful it is, the ease that is instantly it takes over me. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's nice to have something like that to go home to.
So one other interesting fact, Dylan, that I want to bring to your attention that I think is a key selling point to this home, this property, is it was actually two parcels, lot 66 and 67 at one time, and it was purchased by Henry Ford in 1921 and his wife Clara.
Wow, I did not know that. That's really cool.
Yeah, so that is one of the things, and we have the documentation in the basement that, when people see that for the first time, it's mind-blowing that, okay, on this specific property, Henry Ford actually owned it at one time. And in 1922, transferred it for $1 into Ford Motor Company's name until Henry passed in 1947, and then the company, then sold it off from there. So just one other little interesting fact about 412 Horton Street.
Well, speaking of Henry Ford, why don't we take him over to the garage and show him some of the other fun stuff we have in there, with some history there as well. So we put Carroll Shelby in charge of winning Le Mans. They developed the GT40. Now this example is a rebirth of that winning race car. In mid-2000s, they produced the Ford GT after the GT40. The original GT40 was called the 40 because it was only 40 inches high. Now this is a little bit taller, and it maintains the name of GT. A lot of people, if you were going out on a first date, wouldn't love to brag that they're coming in a 2005 Ford, but if you showed up in this thing, this is probably one of the best looking sports cars ever made. It holds the top speed record for a production car. I think it's just stunning. It
has less than 1,000 miles on it right now, so it is probably the coolest 550 horsepower mid-engine I've been in, period.
And then why don't you tell us a little bit about the Shelby?
That is 700 plus horsepower of pure adrenaline. It's also, like the GT, one of the few that will pin you back in your seat, if one is given the opportunity to go inside.
Thanks for taking a tour of 412 Horton. We're going to go diligently obey the traffic laws together.